What's up guys, today we're going to be talking about should you get the Huawei P20 Lite in 2019. Today I'll be going over 5 reasons, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first reason is the design. So surprisingly, this phone has not aged at all in design. As you can see, it's still very beautiful. You can see you got this sort of texturized back on the back that gives you all these kind of crazy designs when you shift it in the light. It is a little bit a fingerprint magnet, but it doesn't bother me too much at all. You do have that dual camera setup with the fingerprint scanner on the back, and it's just a very simplistic design. On the front, you've got a 5.84-inch display, so it just looks like a very modern phone. Does not look old at all, and it's still extremely thin. So the next, speaking of that display, this has an extremely high resolution display. You've actually got a full HD display on this guy, 1080 by 2280 with a 432 pixels per inch. So every time I give this phone to somebody, they always say how clear the display is, and that's because it's full HD and it's got really bright and beautiful colors. So it really is a win in that department. So one of the reasons why, the next reason is why I really love this phone. The third reason would be gaming on this phone. This phone can play PUBG, can play pretty much anything that I've thrown at it in the Google Play Store. And one of my favorite things that surprised me the most is that this can actually play emulators, the PSP emulator, pretty much any emulator I've thrown at it so far. It's been able to play it at a very good frame rates. So let's just go ahead and boot into this real quick. I probably showed this on the channel like 100 times, but this is something that I play a lot. And like I said, it does play PUBG and all those other cool games. So you can see playing it no problem. So if you bounce out, one of the things I love about this phone in particular is that they did keep the headphone jack. I've used a lot of smartphones that did not keep the headphone jack, and that is definitely a plus as well. So if you head over into the camera department on this phone, this has the dual cameras on here, and it takes some very great photos. So I'll go ahead and show you guys some stills that I've taken. You can see it's not bad at all. This still takes some really excellent photos, which I think look pretty good compared to modern budget smartphones. So last on the list would be the price. So the Huawei P20 you can get as low as $222, and that's an excellent price. As you guys can see, I actually kind of cracked the phone on here just a little bit right here. But I'm not really too concerned. Why? Because I didn't pay a whole bunch of money for this phone. I can easily just get another one, and it's better than cracking your $1,000 iPhone or even $500 phone. So that's why I really love this. It comes at a very reasonable price at just about 200 bucks, which is really nice. So the only place where this phone lacks so far is the lack of Android 9.0, which is said to be coming to this smartphone, which is going to be really awesome as well. But so far you're stuck on Android 8.0. But overall, if you're considering getting the Huawei P20 at the $200 price point, I would definitely pick it up. I wouldn't buy it for any more than that, but it's definitely a great smartphone at this price point. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.